Hello, and welcome to A VO's Journey. My name is Anthony Pica. This show is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business and sidestep all the crazy things that I seem to step on. It is Wednesday, July 14th. We are almost halfway through July. It is crazy. I can't believe it, and it's hot. But I'm excited to talk to you today about Upwork and how you can increase your chances of winning those proposals on Upwork. Real quick, before we get started, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Also, make sure you take a moment to check out the link below or go to avosjourney.com to check out my new course, How to Make Money Narrating Audiobooks. There's a bunch of people already who are getting the course and loving it, and I know you will too. There's over 10 videos, instructions on how to not only get work, but how to voice acting lessons, your rate sheet, resumes, all kinds of things. It's a wonderful course. I know you're going to love it. Check that out. Like I said, there'll be a link below, or you can go to avosjourney.com. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into Upwork and what you can do to win more proposals. So if you're new to Upwork, Upwork is a place that businesses go to hire freelancers like us to do a variety of different jobs. In our case, voiceovers. And what they do is they go onto the platform and they submit a job. Okay, and that job is then, put out under search terms like voiceover, etc. We go onto the platform, we type in, a search term like voiceover, and it populates a bunch of jobs. And we can go into those jobs. This is a very simplified look at Upwork, but we can go into those jobs, see if we meet that criteria, and then we can submit a proposal to do the work for them. Okay. Now, with these proposals, you got to think there's a lot of people sending them. So our job is to stand out in our proposals. Okay. To look above and more professional than as many other people as we can. Okay, let's be honest. We are competing against other voice actors. All right, we love our community. We all like to go get a beer or something, but the reality is we are in competition. So your job is to look as professional as possible. One of the secret weapons that I use, and it works like a charm for me. In fact, I get more than a 60 to 70% win ratio on proposals. Actually, I'm going to give you a couple. But the first one is when you go to search for the proposals that you're going to submit to, you want to look at a couple things. First, you want to make sure that the people who have posted the job have a payment verified. Okay, meaning that their method of payment has been verified. They have linked an account. Okay, Upwork has verified that they are going to make a payment. All right, if they're not payment verified, skip over them. And then the other thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you are submitting proposals for jobs that have between 0 and 10 submissions. So when you go to see a proposal on Upwork, you'll see how many submissions have been done as well. Okay, you want to do proposals on, you want to submit your proposals on jobs that have very little submissions, because that's going to give you a lot higher percentage of being heard, as opposed to if you're submitting your proposal to a job that has already had 30 or 40 submissions. I mean, the honest truth is, after a while, as a casting director or an author or whoever whoever's looking at casting these jobs, right? After the first 10, they begin to all sound the same, and it gets tiring, and they're not going to have time to listen to all of those. Okay, so our job is to try to be the first or the first couple so that you get heard, and you have such a higher percentage of a chance to get heard. Now, does that mean if there's something that is like 15 or 20 submissions you don't submit? Well, I mean, on Upwork, right, you have to spend credits, right? You've got to spend your points. So, and that costs money. There might be some jobs that are big jobs and you really want to go for it, and that's fine. But in general, I try to stick to that criteria. Now, because I'm not sitting by my computer all day, okay, I mean, I check it about 3 times a day. You're not going to be able to get probably more than 1 to 3 proposals a day. But that is enough if you're winning more than 50% of them, right? So, that's a good rule of thumb on what you should submit a proposal to. Now, the last little tip I want to give you, all right, and these are just a few little tips. The last little tip I want to give you, which really, really, really separate. Well, I'm going to give you 2 more. I'll give you 2 more. The last, so the second to last one, because the last one's fantastic. You're going to love it, but because it's super simple. But the second to last one is make sure, for goodness sake, make sure that you mention something about the actual job in your description that you're sending in your proposal, right? I see so many people who use templates, which are wonderful. I love templates. My Upwork course has lots of templates to use, but in like my templates, for example, there's specific parts where you're supposed to put in specific information about that job. Okay, because it separates you by looking like you actually looked at the job. You actually care about, care enough to see what is it actually talking about. And, do you relate to it? Is there anything interesting about it? You've got to share something that helps connect you to the seller. Okay, so it's really important that you actually put something in there that says something about the job, even if it's a sentence or 2. All right, now the last thing that I use, okay, that's been one of the most beneficial things for me, all right, is first I worked really hard to either through clients that I had already worked for or making them myself, get at least 2 to 3 really, really well done videos that you've narrated, okay, or that you have a voiceover to, all right? Video narrations, remember that can be commercials, it can be anything, but videos that you can then upload to YouTube, all right? And then you can post, they're non-listed, you can post those links. I mean, it doesn't have to be non-listed, but non-listed allows you to use material that might be, that it allows you to show material that you might not want other people. I don't know where I was going. That you might not want other people to see. Okay, but you can share it directly, and the only people who can see it is with that link, right? So I share a non-listed link, or 2 links actually, of some of my best voiceover videos that I have. Remember, it's not me doing it; it's just a video that I voiced. Okay, whether I made it or whether I had someone else, or a client I'd work for a client and they let me use the video. Okay, but I post that, and I post the links there, and a part of the description, and it has helped me stand out so much, because on Upwork there are some, very little though, that ask for actual auditions. They really just base everything off of the work you send. So generally you would think, okay, well, I'm going to send my demo, right? An MP3, which is great. But I'm telling you, sending the MP4s, really quality done videos, okay, where you've narrated them, really helps you stand out. Really does. And it makes a large difference. So using those couple of different tactics, it'll really up your percentage for getting work on Upwork and winning more proposals. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please take a moment to hit that like and subscribe button. Also, don't forget to check out the link below for my new course on how to make money narrating audiobooks. Okay, and you can also go to aviosjourney.com as well. All right, guys, talk to you later. Goodbye.